Welcome back to another episode of Whatcha Watchin on Melgar Media. Today we're going to talk about some first looks. We got our first look at She-Hulk, and I have to say my initial reaction was mixed. I talked about this a little bit earlier on the week, but the CGI just doesn't do it for me, and Marvel has the money to do it. Even on these shows on Disney, they have definitely the funds to fix this. So hopefully they do the whole Sonic the Hedgehog fixer-upper before this gets released, which I'm sure they do, because that's kind of, testing the waters by putting out the trailer. Also, we got this third season of The Umbrella Academy. It's official trailer for that, and it looks phenomenal. This series probably has, it's on Netflix, probably has, I'd say maybe 2 more seasons in it. It's one of those things where the actors are pretty in high demand, but also the storyline, they're doing the MC move as well, where the multiverse and time jumps and stuff like that. So I'm sure it can only last or hold the interest of the audience for so long because of that. And I'm sure it's a big budget one. And with Netflix going through the things they're going through, I could see them kind of looking at the end game. Also, just, the reviews for Top Gun Maverick that's coming out on the 27th. So far, so good. Critics are loving it. So I'm really pumped on that. I'm trying to get in for an early screening on Top Gun. Feel the need for speed. Some other announcements that I saw is like Star Wars news. The franchise, Kathleen Kennedy, on the same article that I was talking about on Tuesday, talked a little bit about moving forward away from the Skywalker saga, which I'm okay with, but I do hope that there is still a place for some shows in those gaps, because, the OG trilogy holds a very close place in my heart, and as well as the first 3 prequels. And always loved that strong storyline in the Skywalker lineage. But also, Kathleen Kennedy talked a little bit about Indiana Jones franchise. Harrison Ford, they're saying that Harrison Ford will never be, Indiana Jones will never be recast. So Harrison Ford will always be Indiana Jones. And if you saw in the last installment, they did create Shia LaBeouf as his son. So I'll be curious to see if he takes up the mantle to move forward, because it would be such a shame for that franchise to end, because this has got to be one of his last Indiana Jones films, if not the last. But I've always loved that too. It's something I grew up with. Everything behind that, and the collaboration of Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, just all of those great directors kind of chiming in on those films, really helped my imagination and got me to what I'm doing right now, talking about movies and films that I love. And those are definitely up there at the top, like Indiana Jones, Star Wars. It's just, they hit, they slap, as the kids say right now. They also, Marvel discussed Secret Invasion with Samuel L. Jackson returning as his role as Nick Fury. They're saying that this will take place right after one of the Avenger films, I think Endgame or The Snap, maybe. Man, I got to look deeper into that. Ill-prepared YouTubers, don't let that happen. But yeah, it's not after. It's not a newer show taking place after the death of Iron Man and stuff. So the implications there, a lot of returning members, but also I think it's dealing with the bigger question of like what's out there beyond the scope of what we're seeing even right now in the realms of the MCU universe. Other than that, not a whole lot. I just wanted to do a quick one today and also give a shout out to all my family members that were having birthdays this week. My niece, Tori, my lovely mother, who is my biggest fan. Love you, Mom. My brothers last week. So happy birthday to all those who have May birthdays, and get excited because it's birthday months. I was even describing that to my mom, because as girls do it, it's my birthday month. But yeah, nothing other than that. And just wanted to hop on, say hello, and give you another dose of what you're watching. So stay tuned for the next. I mentioned in the last video that I will be putting out a lot more content. So please smash a like below. Subscribe to the channel if you're liking my content. And get ready for the Star Wars segments that I will start putting out with my good friend William Furbish III when the Obi-Wan Kenobi series starts. And if that goes well, we'll just continue from there with all the Star Wars content that is coming up. And it will be a separate channel or theme. And stay tuned for that. And I will give updates as they come. But yes, we will talk soon. Enjoy the fine weather. I mean, here in Colorado, it is 85 degrees right now, and it's supposed to snow on Saturday. Hey, gotta love it. You know, it comes up all the time. People post about it. I'm like, how long have you lived in Colorado to not realize that that's what it does to you? But I love it. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Montgomery out. Peace.